Hi guys and girls, and welcome to another shout out. I've got a special edition shout out this week involving manga and anime. This is another thing that I love. A lot of you know that I love horror and Dracula and I collect Daredevil stuff, but manga and anime is another thing that I really used to like growing up, and I also love the Studio Ghibli stuff now. I've got four artists this week and they're all relatively young. I don't know a lot about their background, but I'll try and give you what information I can. But if you could stay and watch to the end of this one, and that's not just for me trying to get views, that's to make it fair on all the artists. But the two of the artists I'm especially excited about. Oh, well, I'm excited about them all, but the two of them, I really love their stuff. Thanks to everybody who subscribed. I'm going to be doing a video about shout outs to do with me and Larry and people being a bit pushy with shout outs and stuff, because believe me, it does happen. That'll be another future video, and then back to the normal shout outs next time. So without further ado, let's move on to the first one. This is King Sani or Sani Art. This is Sani or Sani Zulich or Zulik. Not sure if this is a boy or a girl, so I think it's a lad, so I apologise if you're not. But I thought I'd like to show some of his earlier work first, so I can show you how his work's improved. And in his words, I found him saying, it goes like this, everyone does it different, so just use the way you know, and at some point your drawing skills will evolve. Just never stop, be ready. Why? Because it's going to take a lot of your sweet time, but in the end you'll be happy with your finished art. Now I love that, I think that's a great way of looking at it. And as you can see here, his work's improving already from the first three pictures. The line work's improved, there's a lot more colour, there's a lot more detail in there. This is, I believe, Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. And yeah, as you can see, a lot more stuff in there. This next one as well, this is Katakuri Charlotte from One Piece. And you can see that the line work is really improved, and he's not been scared to go with the thin lines here as well, and it's giving it some nice detail. I like that. And moving on to this one, there's even more going on here, even more colour. It's more vibrant, and I really love the colours in this, and there's so much going on in the background as well, and it's really well done, really neatly done. The same with this one. I like the flames. I like the contrast between the cold side, the ice, and the fire. Sure, that's something to do with the character as well. I think it's from My Hero Academia. This one is Todoroki from My Hero Academia as well, and I just love the lightning in the background of this and the smoke coming from the shoes. I think that's really great. I think he primarily uses coloured pencils, and also I don't know whether the Copic markers, but I think he might use markers as well. But I think his main usage is the pencils. This is Momo Yao Yorozu, I believe, and that was the base drawing, and this is the completed piece. So yeah, if you can go and support King Sani Art, I'm sure they'd be really pleased to have you as a subscriber. And yeah, I think if this guy really settles down and keeps on working, his work's going to really improve and he's going to be really good. So one to look out for in the future. This next one is Pencil Warrior, and it's a 17-year-old lad from the Philippines. This first one is Melodious, I think it's from Demon Speed. And again, I love that feel. A lot of people, call this artwork manga artwork because of the books. A lot of people call it anime artwork because of the films. But I mean, whichever way you look at it, you can see the general terms are there. It's the same thing really. Whether you're working from your head or whether you're working from the books or from the films, it's really good stuff. And as you can see there, that was the base drawing, and this is the coloured in piece. Very simplistic, but this guy's 17, and even with his work now on the next picture, you can see the improvement again. And this is what I love. I mean, this is the filled in piece now, the coloured in piece. I love the flames. And a lot of these guys are putting the pencils and the markers around the picture. I don't know whether that's to give it some oomph or to stop people from copying it, but it looks good. I like it. A lot of people don't, but I do. And this one I absolutely love because it's just the simplicity of this. Just some nice simple line work and some nice colouring in, and it looks really cool. I like it. That was from Detective Conan, I believe. This is Not So Dragnail, and yeah, again, starting to get more detail, starting to get more defined, starting to make his work look better, and again improving. So please go along and support that guy too. That was Pencil Warrior. My next artist is Ember Art, and this is Ember Ray, a 17-year-old girl from the United States, self-taught, and I absolutely love this girl's work. I absolutely think it's fantastic. I really like it. As I said to you before, I'm a big fan of Studio Ghibli, and I love this girl's work. Again, I mean, this one, it's simplistic, but it just looks so good. It's just done so well. I love the colour. I love the red background with the slightly darker red in the dress, and then the pink hair, and then the green eyes really set it off. I think that's great. I really like that. This is, again, as I showed with the other two artists, this is a bit of base work. You can see part of it coloured in. You can see how she's traced in the background or drawn in a background for a base drawing, and there's the finished piece. Another artist that primarily uses coloured pencils, but I think she uses markers as well. But I really love her stuff, and you'll see in a moment. I purposely chose these drawings earlier on to show again with the later drawings how she'd improved. I really like this one as well. I think this is Re-Zero, and this was her first use of markers. So yeah, she does use markers and coloured pencils, but this was the first time she tried markers, and for a first try, that's absolutely fantastic. You can't fault her for that. That's amazing. And this is a really cool piece that she did of the Pokemon characters. I really like the design. I really like the earth behind them, the ball, and the lines are so well done again. This one is one of my favourites. I absolutely love it. This is Nishikata and Tagachi. I'm not sure what from, but that's the name the character's given. I think that is absolutely wonderful. I really like that. It's so happy and vibrant and bright, and it's just saying everything for me. For me, as an anime fan or a Studio Ghibli fan, that is the perfect piece. I love that. I think it's fantastic. And I think as she improves, as she gets older, she's going to be a fantastic artist. For me, she already is. This is 02. I think it's Darling in the Franxx, I think. Again, quite well done. Nice use of colour. I like the black border at the background, piecing off with the character coming off the border. I like that. And this is the final drawing I'm showing from Ember. And again, more detail, it's more alive. There's more going on in this picture. So please go along and subscribe to Ember. This is a 17-year-old girl we're talking about who's self-taught, and she's already doing this. So what is she going to be like in the future? She's going to be absolutely amazing, I can tell you that. And moving on to our last artist, this is Tian Arts or Tian Arts. And now, what can I say about this lad? I think it's a lad again, from France. He's French, but he's 14 years old. And I think he uses markers and coloured pencils again, but I'm telling you, this lad is 14. Look at the line work in that. Look at the shading. It's fantastic. That is brilliant marker work for somebody at 14. That is amazing. And I mean, I can't say enough about that. And this next picture is Capone Gang Vega from One Piece. He's a Mafia Don pirate, apparently. He's the captain of the fire tank pirates. Again, that is so superbly done. And this guy, I'm telling you, if he doesn't do a lot on his channel at the moment because he's a 14-year-old kid and he's busy doing what 14-year-old kids do. This is Luffy from One Piece. But once this kid starts drawing properly and regularly on his YouTube channel, I can guarantee you that within 1 year he'll have 500,000 subscribers, because it's a big field, the anime and manga field, and this kid has got what it takes to make it. And if he improves, then God knows what he's going to be capable of, because he could be one of the best artists on YouTube in 5 years' time. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. It really is. Talking about definition and line work again and shading, this kid's got it in spades. And I mean, this is I think this is Envy from FMA, Full Metal Alchemist, and just to show that he can do not just the vibrant colours, but he can go dark as well. These browns and greys, absolutely fantastically done. I think this guy primarily uses markers and ink pens. He does use coloured pencils as well, I think, but I think he's mainly markers. This is some of his ink work. It looks like he's done that with a quill pen, with an ink bottle, and that looks really well done as well. That's superb. 14 years old, don't forget. That's amazing. This one is Stark from Bleach. I believe the last character was from Bleach as well. I think he's a big fan of Bleach. But again, this is well done. The line work is fantastic, especially when it comes to those fingers. The slight details, the thin lines. It's really well done. This is by Byakuya Guchiki, I think, from Bleach. And the black's really well done there in the hair and the shoulder. It's a really deep black. That's fantastically done. Not easy to do, that isn't. And the flesh is the perfect colour for the face. This is Luffy again, from One Piece. And you can see how this kid's improving already. I mean, he's 14 years old. I'd have given anything to be able to start drawing at 14 and still be going now. It's going to be an unreal feeling for him if he carries on. He doesn't just do the anime and manga stuff either, he does mainstream stuff, and this is Asterix. And that's really well done. Sorry if you can hear Jessie mousing about in the background. I've tried to get her to sit down about 500 times, but she's in one of her restless modes. And moving on to the last piece for this artist now, this is Po from Kung Fu Panda. I think this has been done in coloured pencil and markers, I think. So I can't say enough about this kid. 14 years old. All the artists this week, not sure how old the first one was, but I'm sure pretty young. The next two were 17 and this last one's 14. So please go and give them your support. They deserve it so much. And they're going to all be great artists. And I'm going to do another manga shout out in the future. And I'm going to include some of the great manga artists and anime artists that there are on YouTube. They've got like millions of subscribers. But I just want to do a piece on it because the work is so good. But I thought I'd start off with this one and have some, continuing with the community and like starting off with some small artists, get them some subscribers. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who subscribes and comments on my videos, and I'll see you all soon. Ta-ra.